Hey guys, this is Taladan, and today we are working on automating some storage and some stuff from the quarry. As you can see, my storage is bursting at the seams. I've got a few slots here and there, but for the most part, we're hurting for space. So what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to go ahead and make some automation stuff for the quarry, and to do that I'm going to need to make some ender chests. So what we will do, I've got that, and I need a couple of ender pearls. So basically, ender chest is very simple to make. You are going to need 2 chests to begin with, and put a piece of obsidian on either side of it, wool on the top, ender pearl on the bottom, and blaze rods in the corners. Because I am playing a single player, the only thing I really have to worry about is if I open it to the land for my sons to play on, then I might need to color it. But for right now, we are just going to have an ender chest with white on it. So I think what I want to do is put that right there, and we're going to head over to my quarry and hook the chest up to the quarry, and after we do that we will be right back. Alright, so here we are over at the quarry, and as you can see I have it stopped. I am in a wasteland here. I think it's a wasteland biome. Yeah, wasteland biome. As you can see, this hardened dirt here. There's a lot of hardened dirt, or dry dirt and hardened sand, and I've actually got to get a couple more of these to pull it over. I like the dry dirt texture in this texture pack, so I'm going to save it. But what I want to do basically is put my ender chest there, and as you can see, I've got cobblestone, dirt, and dry dirt going into the void pipe, and I'm actually going to put the hardened sand over into the void pipe as well, because I just don't need any more of it. I've got plenty of it right now. And so what we'll do is we will set it up so that nothing will go on the blue side. It will filter for books, and I'm not going to have any books coming in there. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take and filter for that, and that way I can be 100% sure that nothing will go in there. And we can turn this quarry back on, and it should start running. There we go. Should start running again, and we'll have things coming into the quarry there. Now I can save that gold chest for later. Now what that will allow us to do is, when we get back over here to our home, anything that comes in through the quarry, as you can see, we'll get Certus quartz, and basically everything else as Certus quartz is there. It's come out of the quarry. See, it's loading it up. The only thing about that is this is going to fill up the rest of my storage system pretty quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to come up with a way to store things that doesn't fill up as quickly, that allows us to have a lot more storage space. And you guys will see that here in just a moment. Just let me get some stuff put together, and I'll be right back. Alright, we should be ready to get started with this. First thing we're going to need to do is make a quartz knife, and to do that I need a piece of iron, and we'll just take off of that one, and 2 pieces of quartz, and that gets us a quartz knife. And might help if I actually put the iron in the work table. And then what we want to do is we want to take silicon, which the silicon is any quartz dust. You can use nether quartz or Certus quartz dust to get silicon in any type of furnace. So You just smelt it down. And we're going to take that there and gold, and we're going to get some redstone here. I want 2 stacks of redstone. And we will then take our redstone and put it over there, and that will give us basic processor assemblies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get half a stack of the basic processor assemblies. And what we need to do with those is we actually need to smelt those, and that will give us the ME basic processors. This is part of the Applied Energistics system, AE system, and that is what we're going to use for our storage components. And so we start off with our storage cells. We have to have a basic processor, redstone, and Certus quartz dust. And we're going to need actually 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. We're going to need 27 of those. So what we're going to do is I'll need a bunch more redstone, but that's not a problem. We want to pull those and pull that and there, and we should have there. Okay, so we want to get 27 of those. Now we're also going to need the advanced processors, and I'm going to need 3 more basic processors. So to make those, so what I need to do is put those storage cells in there. 1, 2, 3, like that. And I believe it is, yeah, it's a piece of glass in the center. So we want a rough stack. There's some glass. I don't think that's quite enough. No, we're gonna have to cook up some more glass, so we'll put that on to cook real quick, and when that's done cooking, we will be right back. Alright, we've taken care of that and a couple of other things. I want to go ahead and get, let's see, I've got my cells there. I need this redstone and 5. Did I not have enough? I don't think I had enough processors. So I will go ahead and cook up a couple more. I've also set up, this is where I'm going to have my controller at, right here. You have to have the ME controller in the system. You have to have 1 ME controller per system to manage the thing. And I've actually hooked up an MFE to an LV solar panel so that it can have pretty consistent power. That should hopefully help keep it powered for now. Alright, so there's our 9 storage segments, and we actually are going to need some diamond here. And what we want to do is make a basic processor assembly and replace it with a diamond, and that gives us an advanced processor assembly. And I'm actually going to need 1 more diamond there. So we will, actually I'm going to need a couple more. So we will go ahead and do that. You use a lot of redstone, you use a lot of material. This is fairly expensive stuff, which is why I haven't done this yet. So we will go ahead and cook those up. And now with the storage segments, we will want a diamond there, and we want some glowstone. So I may have to get some more glowstone here in a little bit, but let's hope not. And that gives us the storage blocks, and with that we can get the larger storage unit that we then turn into this is a storage cluster. And the storage cluster, if I remember correctly, is something like this, with redstone and glass, and I believe we need a couple of pieces of iron. Yeah. Okay, what that does is that gives us a 64K storage. That's the largest storage unit that we can have. And I usually go for the largest one first. I wait until I have all the stuff to do it. That way I can have plenty of storage space and don't have to worry about running out right up front. Now, a piece of redstone, a Certus quartz, and nether quartz gives us flux crystal, and we're going to want that, and a processor, and I believe it's redstone, or is it glass for the controller? Maybe glass. Let's see. Where is our controller? There we go. No, it's iron. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives us a controller, and we want a drive. So we need 2 basic processors, 4 stones, 4 iron, and a chest. So we're going to do that. And actually I think we're gonna need, yeah, we're gonna need some more processors there. As you can see, you go through gold and redstone pretty quick. So you'll want to have a good setup of materials first before you try and do this. Now, you can do a little bit along and along, and that's not a problem. I just try and do stuff as quickly as possible, so that we don't have to. I don't like to wait. What can I say? I'm impatient. And you will probably be able to guess that I have made a full set of power armor since yesterday. That's what I spent yesterday evening working on, was upgrade on the power armor. So, alright, there's our drive, there's our controller. Now, I'm going to drop our drive down in here, because I really don't need that much access to it, unless I'm just adding storage units. And you can also change the priority. I believe the lower the priority, or the lower the number, the lower the priority. I usually use just a 1 on everything until I get further into the system. Now, that's great. We've got stuff coming in here. We've got the controller, we've got the drive, but how do we access the system? Or I can't get into the system to control it. So what we're actually going to need is, we need one more thing. We're going to need a access terminal. I want a crafting terminal, so I'm going to go ahead and make an access terminal. But to do that, I'm going to have to make some ME cable first. So what we want to do And if I remember correctly, I need Certus quartz dust, nether quartz dust, and redstone gives us fluix dust. And I'm just going to get a few of those. And then we want the fluix dust in a cable form surrounded by glass, gives us ME cable. Alright, so that's plenty of ME cable to start with. Now, what we want to do is we want to make a access terminal first, and for that we need a conversion matrix, which means I'm going to need another basic processor. You do go through these pretty quick. I'm actually going to go ahead and make another 4 of them, and we will also need the for the crafting terminal. I'm going to need a storage cell and a crafting table. I think for now I'm going to hold off on the crafting terminal. I'm just going to do the access terminal. So let's go ahead while those are cooking up and set up our access terminal. And we want to do that just like that. And take our processors. Boom. That's a crafting monitor. That's not an access terminal. Oh, that's right. We got to make a conversion matrix. So, conversion matrix is quartz, and quartz. And I believe we had some fluix dust in there somewhere. I don't remember these recipes very often because once you make them once, you really don't have to make them again. Okay, fluix dust and iron ingots. So, fluix dust and iron. I'm going to make one of you. And then we have our iron and our cable. And that makes an access terminal. So we're going to put our access terminal right there, and as you can see, it gives us the access to whatever's in the system. You can view either stored craftable, stored items, just craftable items, and we don't have a way to craft anything yet. That'll come later. You can toggle the sorting direction, either lowest to highest or highest to lowest. You can sort by item ID, item name, the number of items in the system, and that will change. The priority cell order. Item ID is generally fine for right now. And then what we're going to do is we need to figure out a way to get from our ender chest into the system. And unfortunately, I can't just place it beside it. I actually have to have a device to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at our different buses that come in from the system. This actually is an import bus. I'm going to have to make another conversion matrix, which is this bad boy here. I need 2 more fluix dust. And we are going to make a ME interface, which is this. So we want those there, we want this here, and we want a piece of cable, and I believe it was, hey, look at that. Alright, yeah, cable, conversion matrix. Okay, so that's glass, glass, glass. And we got that. And what am I missing? Oh, I'm missing a cable. Alright, so we got that. I want to save that. I want to save that. I want to save that. Alright. So, and I just saved those in the work table by right-clicking on these over here. And that will save them. So, I want to do that there. And then, and I'm doing a you have a basic, a precision, and a fuzzy. I'm going to do a precision simply because you can actually, and I'll show you in just a minute what all you can do with it, but it's a little bit better than doing just the basic. If you're pulling in from like an inner chest, which is attached to a quarry or any other kind of high input system. So I'm just going to throw together a quick piston here, and we actually need some slime ball. And for your import buses, you use a sticky piston. For the export buses, you use a regular piston. That's the only difference in the recipe. And I want 2 pieces of iron and a piece of cabling. So we're going to pull you down, and now we have our basic import bus. Now, for this, all we have to do is put the import bus on there, and then we can change it with an Omni wrench, and of course I'm using the system there. But wait, I can't right click it, and it's only drawing one thing at a time. So now we see why we wanted to do a precision import bus. And I want to remember that. Actually, with the precision import bus, as you can see, it's a little bit larger. What it will allow you to do is right click it and set it to whether it's always active, active without a signal, active with a signal, activate once per pulse. You can move stacks of items, you can move single items. I want it to move stacks of items. As you can see, it's already cleared the system out, and it throws, boom, everything in there. So what that will allow me to do is search items here, and like I said before, you can search, you can sort by item name, item ID, the number of items in the system. You can toggle the sorting order from lowest to highest or highest to lowest. Stored items are craftable. We'll get to the craftable items later. But this is a basic storage system, basic AE storage system. And that's all you need. You need a power source, you need a controller, and you can use an ME chest with the storage bus, or not storage bus, but the storage drive. You can put that in an ME chest, but the storage controller and the access terminal allows for more expansion, and you'll see that later. I will actually fill these up with storage drives, and we won't run out of space anytime soon. Now, I'm getting close to the wrapping up time, so I will say that the thing that you want to pay attention to with the storage system, and this doesn't, you're thinking to yourself, well, that's just a really expensive chest. Kind of. What you have to realize is you can come over here and get these items out of this storage. So let's take, for right now, let's work with blocks of iron. Now, with the ME storage system, unlike your regular chests, what you'll see is one item takes up one slot. No matter how many items you have in that slot, it's not 64 per slot and then it kicks over to the next one. It is one item per slot, and it will keep track of however many items you have in the system. There's way more to the AE system, the applied energistic system, than just this, but this is how we want to get started with our storage system, because it will allow us to run our quarry pretty much continuously and bring items in, and we will also be able to export items out here to our different machines, and then import from those machines back into the system. We are going to end up having to rewire a little bit how we run this, but that shouldn't be a problem. We will be coming out of the back for the export, so the wires are going to have to go underneath, but that's not a problem. And this is going to be my lava tesseract. I just haven't got that system set up yet. But that's AE, or Applied Energistics, in a nutshell, and you should not have any problems whatsoever setting something like that up, especially, like I said, if you have a lot of stuff that you need to store. It is perfect for that. It is exactly what it was designed for, being able to store large quantities of items into a single space. And what a lot of people don't realize about the AE system is, if I want to take all my stuff, see, I've got 6,700 bytes used out of 65,000 possible in that one drive, and 13 of 16 types. If I want to carry all of those things, all I have to do is pick up the drive and go. You'll see there's nothing in my sorting system here, but once I put that back, it's all right back in there. So if you're not using Applied Energistics and you're playing Feed the Beast Unleashed or any of the other mod packs, you need to be using the Applied Energistics system. It is the best storage system that I have ever encountered. So, with all that said, I want to thank you guys for stopping by and paying me your time, basically, to entertain you some. I hope this was informative and entertaining. We're going to be entertaintive today. I hope this was informative and entertaining, and if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, go ahead and thumbs up, even subscribe if you like. I've picked up a couple of new subscribers over the last couple days, and for those new subscribers, I did want to let you know, I don't intend on doing a video every day. If it works out that way, great. If not, no biggie. I'm trying not to burn myself out on feeling like I have to do a video. I'm gonna try and keep it kind of light, kind of loose, and just have fun with this. And I hope you guys are having as much fun with this as I am. And yes, I see that King Slime guy up there. I'm gonna have to go kick his tail in a little bit. But we'll see you guys later. Also, for those of you guys, if you made it this far, if you thumbs down on the video, great. I don't have a problem with that. But leave a comment in the section below telling me what it is you didn't like about the video. If you're like 12 and I hate your video because you're not Direwolf, well, yeah, I'm not Direwolf, and that's great. But try and leave a constructive criticism if you dislike the video. That will help me out as much as or more than the likes. So you guys keep on playing and enjoying yourselves, and we will see you guys later. I hope you'll have a blessed day.